Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by MacDonald Bullion. Today we're in Hatton Garden in London for a meeting with Bhumika from Chards. How are you doing today, Bhumika?
I am very well, thank you very much. It's nice to have you here. Welcome to Chards in Hatton Garden.
It's great to be here. Can you tell us a little bit about Chards and why London now?
Okay, so Chards is a family-run business based out of Blackpool for 61 and hopefully for many more years to come. London just seemed like a natural progression for us. I think it was very important, and it's a very good step in the right direction. We're well established in the north for us to also have a presence in the south. And where else apart from Hatton Garden, synonymous with the precious metal industry. So couple of years in the making, but we're finally here and just completed about a year out of London. So it's opened up a whole new sector for existing and new clients.
And how are you finding things?
Brilliant. I personally love it very much. It's in the heart of London, so it's absolutely lovely. We're seeing lots of clients that come to us, of course, find it convenient as well. It's easily located, easy to travel into. Personally, I love it.
Can you tell us about the first steps to consider for a complete beginner,
of course,
thinking about buying their first piece of gold or silver?
Okay, so first of all, there is a lot to take on. So don't get boggled by too much detail. A few things to consider, again, this is just my personal opinion, is first, buy from a reputable source. So, buy from Chards, but definitely do your research. It's worth considering who you're buying from, and the next thing to look at more than the prices is to look at the spread. And what I mean when I say spread is to talk about what percentage over the gold and silver price you're paying and what the buyback price is. The intention may not be to sell straight away, for example, but it's worth noticing whether the company is, of course, ready to purchase back as well. And just start with the very, very basics. Think about what you want to buy. Do you want to buy coins? What the purpose of your investment is? Is it as a hedge against inflation? Is it a store of wealth? Is it a long-term investment? Iron out those few criteria at the very, very beginning, and then at least that gives you an easy ride into what you need to look at.
Are there any particular coins that investors should pay attention to?
So, of course, just a small disclaimer to say we're not financial advisors at the end of the day, but it is worth just considering, and the market is certainly headed that way for a good few months, definitely in the last year since we've opened up in Hatton Garden, is anything which is capital gains tax exempt. So coins, those are mainly coins issued by the Royal Mint, of course. The main pillars are being 1 ounce gold and silver Britannias, or you've got the sovereigns in a smaller size, depending on your budget, which ones you go for. That's where the market is definitely headed, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon.
Okay, so if I'm in the market for gold and I want the most tax-efficient way of buying gold, then capital gains tax-exempt coins are going to be the way to go, I would say.
Yes, correct. I would suggest that is the way to go. At least, we're very competitive on the prices and the premiums. So just have a look. Of course, Britannia, as I mentioned, is very, very popular amongst UK investors. But don't forget, Royal Mint also does other bullion coins.
I was going to say the bond coins, and I mentioned to you just prior to making this video, the bond coin here, I'm just going to show the viewer here, is I've seen it online and you can't really appreciate how nice they actually are online compared to, I suppose, real life.
Yeah.
But they are really lovely, and one that I would recommend. They're CGT exempt and you can buy them at Chards.
Absolutely. So we have a category on our website called CGT exempt gold 1 ounce new coins. So we are wholesale partners with the Royal Mint. So if effectively, when we get a good deal from the Mint, we're happy to pass those savings along to customers, and you can get them at competitive prices. It's a brand new coin issued by the Mint, so completely the same sort of pros as a Britannia, but you get maybe a slightly different coin. This is what the current selection is. Of course, again, just to mention, it might be a different coin in the future, but just if you are interested in purchasing something else, which it may not necessarily be a Britannia, this is a good way. It is an our choice category, so you might be in for a bit of a surprise as to what coin you get.
The gold and silver price has increased considerably. The last year, especially.
That is an understatement, but yes.
It probably is, actually. At the time of making this video, I checked just prior, the gold price was sitting around £2,870 per troy ounce, and silver was currently sitting at around £35 per troy ounce. Now, prices will change depending on when you watch this video. That's the price of gold and silver today at making the video. But what factors influence the price of gold and silver day to day?
Okay, so any sort of national events, any geopolitical situations, whether that's within the UK, whether that's worldwide. At the moment, you've got sort of either, wars happening around the world. Unfortunately, you've got the American president, and also known as Trump, saying things. So the tariffs, the dollar sort of weakening as well. All of these factors contribute to the volatility in the gold and silver prices. Increasingly, people are looking at precious metals as a store of wealth, in effect. So they might look at purchasing something just as a hedge against inflation, just so they know that their wealth is safe. It's a long-term investment as well. So they're just wanting to secure almost their wealth in gold and silver. But any political events, they're all over the news. And unfortunately, as doom and gloom ensues, it does mean that the prices do reflect what's happening.
So I'm right in saying there's a combination of things that can affect the gold and silver price dependent on what happens.
Yeah.
Are you seeing more people investing in silver now compared to gold, or is it vice versa? Is there more on gold? What's your thoughts?
We're definitely seeing a rise and an increase in people purchasing silver. Gold, again, it's still popular, don't get me wrong, but it's more, silver is starting to pick up. Definitely, for example, with the new product of the 2026 Britannias that have been released, we have sold an incredible amount of those already, and maybe a couple of weeks after that, after the release of the coins from the Mint, it's definitely surpassed all our expectations. We're sort of constantly having to renew the stock, which is a good thing. Again, it's definitely, but it's very, very popular. Silver, in short, is also at the moment, although rising, it's still an affordable metal.
Are there any interesting trends in collectible bullion coins recently?
I'll be very honest with you. Now, in Hatton Garden, we focus more with the investment or the bullion side of things. So it's more, at the moment, not so much. We're seeing more of the clients that are coming in are just wanting to buy items, CGT exempt items, for example, at the best price possible. Not so much the collectible side that we are seeing at the moment. So in fact, I would say the opposite. It's not something that comes up that people want to talk about.
What advice would you give someone looking to start their bullion journey today?
Pretty much echoing what I said earlier, don't get too bogged down. Look, once you've decided on a dealer you do want to go ahead and purchase with, have a look at the premiums. Don't worry too much about the prices and what they're doing at the moment. Especially if it's a long-term investment, if you buy now, maybe 5-10 years time when you do look to sell, you if you could work backwards, you would want to buy, any time is the right time. So don't wait for the right time. Buy when it is right for you. The idea is for you to hold it, look at the premiums, make sure that the dealer is able to buy the items off from you. There's a lot of information. Again, just to shout out to chards.co.uk, there's a wealth of information on our website. It's free to read for anyone. We've got a very good gold and silver guides for beginners out there.
So Chards have their own YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about Chards, I'll leave a link in the comment section so you can head on over and check them out. Also, if you enjoy videos like these, then please make a comment in the section below and leave a like because it helps me. I have a playlist of collaborations and interviews which you can take a look at to learn more about gold and silver. Bhumika, is there anything else you want to say before we close the video?
No, thank you. As I said, thank you very much for visiting us. Just to mention, we are, of course, very busy as a business, which is always a good sign. Just be patient with us, and thank you very much.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.